everybody, I'm Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Thank you for joining me on what I say is a collector car video. And you say, well, Tone, how could you possibly know what a collector car is, right? And I say, you know what, you're probably right. However, let me wing a few things at you. You let me know at the end of the video if I have some idea what I'm talking about. I didn't say everything, just some, right? And we'll go from there. So in my mind, a collector car is this. The last year of production built, what we have here is the 2002. It's the last year. It's changed from the original style Plymouth Prowlers to Chrysler Prowlers because they eliminated the Plymouth line, okay? Secondly, great color combination, low production figures of the yellow cars. They are spectacular in person, and out on the road they're even more amazing amongst all these other supermodels. Third, super low miles, right? We're talking about a car with under 4,000 miles right now, right? And like, wow, this is amazing. Last year production, low production, great color combination, and low miles. Now we're on to why is this car a collector car? And that's exactly why I think it is. All right, so I'd like to talk about paint quality, but I want to talk about one thing first, and that is what you just said in your mind. I know what you said. I can read minds. You said, wow, that's a great looking car. But you don't know why it's a great looking car. So I want to point out a few reasons why it is and why it might be that. Here, this has the bumper kit, right? And you say, what's a bumper kit? Okay. Well, this comes with the bumpers. We have those, right? And instead, they take these big bumpers off and they take the turn signals and they move them to these painted, color-matched turn signal places there. That is an awesome front end. Look at this, waterfall grill. All of that's hidden inside here. The battery's up front to get rid of some of the weight and move some for some room in the back. It has a transaxle in the rear too. And you say, well, Tom, what's a transaxle doing back there? Well, it allows this car to have a four-wheel independent suspension, right? Many cars do not. So in the world of a modern street rod, this is the way to go. However, this is also built on an assembly line by craftsmen building the same exact cars every day. It's not a kit car. It's not built on a regular minivan assembly line. This was built in the Viper plant on the Prowler assembly line, done by craftsmen. The paint on here is really, really nice. I'd like to show you that. Yellow doesn't show up great in the video, but I just want you to see, first off, in the lights here, it's amazing. And secondly, how beautiful it is right there, where you can see all the font. You can see how clear each letter is. And you can see, based on where I am, the glow that's coming down off the lights. All right, so you may want to go to a car show and show off what you have here. This is actually really very nice. It's aluminum V6 in here, makes plenty of power, but it's also got a very exotic and modern suspension. People say, well, what? Why? Isn't it just a street ride? Yes, but what they've done is they've made it so that it handles and drives really well. You have 20-inch rear wheels here. You have 17s up front. You see right here, this aluminum suspension pieces where most cars are just pressed steel. Four-wheel disc brakes are all around here, but then you also have inside here, coilovers are mounted inside instead of out there. Why? Well, the reason why they do that is so that they keep the weight off of this. If this has a lot of weight, it won't move up and down or turn quickly. The lighter this is, the better it handles. So they moved all the shocks and everything inside. Everything's easy to get to. Everything's Chrysler products. It's easy off-the-shelf repair stuff over time if you ever need it. And really just makes sense to really do it that way because you get a lot of power and ease of maintenance too. All right, so styling on a car comes from everywhere, right? The front end, the sides, the back of this car is pretty cool when you think about it. You look at it here and you can see how really wide it is, the huge wheels and tires in there. There's great sounding dual exhaust. Under here you can see there's a transmission cooler. And they also sell a couple of aftermarket features which are really nice. They sell, if you don't want rear bumpers, they sell these filler panels that can go in there that get painted body color. They make some polished stainless pieces that go over top of that. We have some other Prowlers online where we've had those on those items. So they have a lot of aftermarket cool stuff to make it even look nicer. Inside this right here, this is the tonneau cover. Well, actually, when we get in the interior, we'll do that, but that's where the convertible top is stored as well, so you don't have to worry about snapping on boots and doing all that stuff. This is top down, boom, hit the road. All right, so you walk up to this car and you go, wow, that is a great looking car. Oh my goodness, that's my car, right? And you're like, wow, this is really nice. What I want to say is this, that you can buy some old school street rods, and we've sold a lot of those, and they're amazing, right? But nothing can compare to a modern car. Today's modern car, when you get in it, is amazing, and that's exactly what we have here. So as we move from outside, walking and looking around it, we go get inside right now. Let's take a peek at that and see what you're really getting. What I love most about these kinds of cars is the simple fact that everything that's in this car, oh, I shouldn't say everything, but probably almost every single thing in this car is from the Chrysler parts bin, I'll say. Like some cars, even Maseratis and things like that, because Chrysler owned that at one time, used a lot of these parts. Here we have an overdrive automatic, right? We have four-wheel independent suspension, so we know we have a great driving car. But we have a full array of gauges, great sound system. We have leather everywhere. We have this wind blocker. We have a beautiful convertible top that looks even better up than it does down because it's like really short like this. It looks cool, and there's plenty of room in here. But you have 150 mile an hour speedometer, full array of gauges in this awesome little tack. You have tilt wheel, you have cruise control. You're not getting all that stuff in a 1930 or 1940 Ford street rod. You're getting some really great stuff. The fact you could go away for the weekend in this car, and it's super comfortable and it's super fast too. You know, people talk about, oh, well, it's only a V6. Well, don't forget too, this was the first aluminum chassis car done in mass production. And it is super light and it is super fast. It will chirp second gear. You'll be very, very surprised. Not to mention they sell an aftermarket supercharger if you're looking for another 100 horsepower. All right, so let's close up this video. I want to run down some of the bullets of this because we talked about a lot, and maybe you'll see some of them online, but some are nicer than others. I want to tell you why, because we've had a lot of these Prowlers, okay? Some are nicer than others. Garage kept, not driven in the rain. Last year, 4,000 miles, incredible condition, thousands of dollars worth of upgrades already done to the car. Like, this is turnkey, ready to go. This is how you buy a collector car. And a collector car, when they're done this way, is exactly how you want to do it. I love the fact of this, and we're watching the Prowlers go up in value over time. What's better than that than to be able to drive something and enjoy it and maybe even see it go up in value? It's awesome. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this cool Prowler. And if you don't mind, hit the like button down below. Get the message out there. Share it with your friends. They may like it as well. And subscribe to the channel. We got new stuff coming out all the time. All right, see you on the next one.